Hey guys, what's going on? Tommy here, aka your favorite skier, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today like I am today, because I'm going to bring you guys my very first episode of YouTube 101. Now this is going to be a series where I give you guys a little bit of tips and tutorials on how to do certain things, and bring you guys awesome little things. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So today we're going to be talking about getting your channel started, and even before you make your account. So obviously you guys are watching this who are gaming channels, so I assume that most of you are going to be doing gaming. And obviously most of you are console gamers, but I do know I have some PC subscribers, so I will cover that just a little bit briefly in the video, but let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start off with the PC. So you guys are going to obviously have most likely a beast PC. I know a lot of PC gamers have really good ones, so I don't think you guys are going to have to worry about specs or anything. I'm going to go over that for the console guys though later on. But for the two programs I would definitely recommend you guys get a either DxTory or Fraps. I personally prefer DxTory. It gives you lots of audio options and stuff, and definitely a lot of codecs you guys can use, and it really is awesome. I think it's the best one out there, but it's really personal preference. I mean, it's like a $5 difference, so I don't know. It's really up to you guys on what you guys want to use, but let's get straight into it. So for the console guys, you guys are going to be using something different. It's called a capture card. Now, a lot of you probably don't know what a capture card is, and I'm assuming maybe some of you do, but a capture card basically just plugs right into your Xbox 360 and then captures the gameplay through that, but transmits it also at the same time to your TV. So it's kind of pretty simple. It's like a DVR box, if you guys know what that is. It's basically that. So let's get straight into it. So the three I'm going to recommend actually for you guys. I have one that I personally think is the best, but there's three I'm going to recommend. I'm going to start with my second favorite one. I'm going to go with to start off with. So for my second favorite one, I gotta say it's the Elgato Game Capture HD. It gives a very good quality, but I do have one remark with it which I don't like as much about it, but I'm gonna go right over that. So the Elgato Game Capture HD is the one I use. I personally think it's great for doing live commentaries, live streaming, all sorts of things. It's fantastic for. Another great thing which I do think it does really well is the playback recording. It basically allows you to go back in time for however long you've been recording and capture that gameplay. It's really awesome, and I think it's a great little feature within the program to do. That's something I've never seen on anybody do, and it's probably one of my favorite features. The only real knockback I have to it is you can't really record PC gameplay too easily, so for PC gamers it's not very good. I'm going to be giving you guys another option also, so yeah, we'll get straight into it. So my least favorite one actually would be the Hauppauge HD PVR2. I don't know if you guys know about that one. It's a very good one, but it's not my favorite just because it doesn't have very good live streaming features. It doesn't work with a lot of programs, and it's just kind of meh. It really isn't revolutionary, and the quality's not as good as, say, an Elgato or an Avermedia. But yeah, that's just my honest opinion of it. So it's gonna be my least favorite one out of the three. It goes for like 150 bucks. It's not really worth it considering the Elgato is about 10 more and the Avermedia is gonna be about 10 more. So we're gonna get into my favorite one, the Avermedia. It's the one I don't have, but I've seen so many good reviews, and just the honest things that I've seen with it is incredible. The one reason why I'm gonna give it top spot is because it allows you to record Xbox 360, well, consoles, and also allows you to record PC. That's a big thing right there. So I know for some people there's also workarounds. I know you can't record PS3, but if you do a Fraps conversion thing, it's some weird thing, but it allows you to record the screen through that, and then you guys can actually get the gameplay through that. It's really cool. I think a lot of you guys will like it too, but that's just me. So it's really useful because it allows you to record PC and I think it's also, yeah, console. But the one great thing about it is it comes with a free 3-month trial of XSplit. XSplit's an awesome program which I actually use to stream every once in a while. I personally prefer OBS because it's free, but XSplit does work really, really well for you guys. And it also allows you to make videos. So it's also like a mini video editing software built into one. So it's an awesome thing to have a free 3-month trial of that. That's why I'm going to give it probably top spot for this one. And yeah, so this gameplay is probably going to wrap up pretty soon. I'm going to be going over a little bit more, and I'm just going to have maybe another gameplay in the background for you guys to watch, but let's get right into it. So the second part of this video is going to be talking about microphones. Now, microphones are a very important thing, especially if you're doing commentaries, or even if you guys are doing live commentaries, or even if you guys are deciding to do live streams. Now, personally, I recommend one microphone. It's the one I actually use. It's the Blue Snowball. It's the best deal for the money. I can't say it enough, guys. Get yourself a Blue Snowball if you're going to start at YouTube. There's no reason in buying yourself a $150 mic or even a $120 mic if you're not going to be making money off it. Like, now I'm probably considering switching maybe once this one craps out, but I have no guarantee. I have full consentment that this thing is going to last me until I die, basically. This microphone has been the best one I've ever owned, and I think it's going to be probably the top one I'll ever own ever. So I'm going to recommend the Blue Snowball definitely to all you guys, but here are two awesome alternative options which are a little bit better, but I don't see them as that much of an improvement. Yeah, so the second one I'm going to recommend, which is probably my least favorite one, has got to be the AT2020. A lot of YouTubers use it. It's very good, but it's just a little pricey, and I don't think it's that well built. I don't know, mine came broken when I bought it, so I just returned it and got another one of the Blue Snowballs, which I currently have, but I don't think it's that good. But my favorite one, I gotta say, is definitely the Blue Yeti. I've had a little bit of an experience with it. It's very, very nice, and I think it's probably the best one to get for the money. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say, oh, $150, that's a little bit crazy, but yeah, it's probably the most pricey one, but it definitely does do the job. I know a lot of you guys are probably a little bit new to this, but it's definitely pricey. So we're going to be getting into the last part, which is actually going to be the PC section. So I know it's going to be a little bit different. I know I don't do PC gameplay as much on my channel, but I'm going to try and keep it to something a little bit interesting for you guys. For PC gameplay, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of that eventually on my channel, but I'm going to go over the specs you guys are at least going to need to do videos at really good quality and everything. So the two things I'm going to say to you guys is the only two things you're really going to need for rendering, and I'm going to go over the last part, software. But for PC specs, get at least a quad-core PC. I know AMD does a 8-core that's like $200. I use it personally. It's really, really good for rendering. I render like in 1080p at the highest qualities in so many compression rates that it does it in 30 minutes for a 5-minute video, and that's really, really good. I know you guys can go with Intel also, but Intel's really expensive, so you guys want to save some money, I'd go with AMD. They're very good for the value, and they're probably one of my favorites for overall value. So the next thing I'm going to say is go with at least 8 gigs of RAM, guys. For rendering, it really does help. I have 16 in mine. Probably maybe we'll upgrade to 32 eventually, but I see no point yet because it's really, really fast. It does speed it up a lot. So those are the two things I'm going to say to you guys. Laptop processors are not as good as desktop processors, so if you guys are looking into getting into the YouTube thing, make sure you have a desktop, and yeah, that's going to be it. So for the last thing we're going to be talking about is software. Now, software is definitely a key thing that I think is necessary for most channels. If you guys are not using a software to edit your videos, it's pretty sad to say that, but a lot of people do not, and they get away with it. It's pretty easy to do, but you really need to do it. Now, I wouldn't recommend you guys go ahead and use Windows Movie Maker, but if you guys are on Mac, I definitely go ahead and go use the iMovie or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. You guys can also hack for Final Cut Pro or After Effects. Those are two I really do recommend, but I'm going to go with my two favorite ones. My two favorite, I have to say, are definitely Adobe Premiere Pro. I've used it on my old PC, and Sony Vegas Pro, whatever version it's on right now. I think I have like the last version, which was 11, but I'm really, really happy about it. It works so well. If you guys just want a simple editing software that keeps you guys in good shape and never leaves it out of context, definitely use it. Sony Vegas Pro is probably going to be my recommended one. Or you guys can go down, which I actually did for this computer, which is Movie Studio Platinum 12. It's its lower version. It's only $100 versus $500. But when you guys wait till Christmas, it normally will go down to $40, which is when I got it for. So yeah. So this is going to be episode 1 of covering all the things you guys are going to need for your YouTube channel. I covered software, capture cards, gameplay recording, mics, everything. Now, we may do some webcams. I might leave 2 down there, just a cheap one for you guys and a really high-end one. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today. So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys want to see more of these, please leave at least 5 likes on today's video. I really would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Goodbye.